When I joined Pepper, we were 5 folks working out of an apartment in Mumbai, and now with more than 100 people working out of a full-fledged office. It is just a testimony to how I've seen the company grow, and it's been nothing less of a steep learning curve. Every day that we walk into the Pepper office, there are more smarter people, there are more experienced folks working out of this office, and it's just phenomenal to get this head start at the start of your career, right? So yeah, lots of learning, some hard skills, some soft skills, and kudos to all the amazing team members here. So as a product manager, and I think this would be valid for any company as well. But my day starts with hoping nothing would have crashed or burnt or just gone away in the product, and with a round of that, we go ahead and we do a lot of stand-ups, catch-ups, and a lot of internal meetings with the marketing team, design team, the tech team to know what's the status on the previous work, where we had headed. Are we on our track to complete our sprint plan, to complete our 3-month roadmap? So there's a lot of checkups at checkpoints at each hour, and as that moves on, in the second half of the day, I basically like to spend some alone time and do my focus work, which might include planning ahead, which might include planning the next sprint, writing more PRDs, collating with the design team to just get some feedback on the existing designs and maybe work on the future designs as well. So as a PM, you might have to do a lot of cross-functioning across different departments. So a lot of time goes into that, where you are filling in for a lot of people and you're helping other departments and do your product better in every way. Oh, that's a year-long memory, I think now. It's the end of second year, and around this time only we started thinking about Peppertype in December 2020, and it's been a collective team effort, and a lot of factors that came into play. So we are all tech enthusiasts here, and we had known about GPT-3 that came out, and slowly we started seeing its content abilities, and we started hearing about its copywriting use cases. So we definitely had to get our hands onto that, but the technology had a long wait list and we had to get through it, and the point at Pepper is to never give up. So we reached out to a couple of bits seniors and got our hands on the technology. When we first saw it and we saw it generating original content, we checked it all across. It was original, it was grammatically correct, it was really good, high quality content. So we did think that should we do something around it, and we discovered some of the problem areas in our Pepper content model, how we are not able to cater to short form very well, or maybe ideate content, and we thought Peppertype might do a good job there, but we definitely had to get it validated from the people who can actually use the product. So we started building it, and I think a very small team setup of 5 people, including 3 interns, they started building the MVP. It was very basic. We decided to keep it very simple and just focus on shipping it fast and taking feedback from our writers, from our customers, and thinking what it can be. We never thought about the 3-month roadmap, 6 months, or what it can be in a year, and we just left it up to the fate and see what the users thought of it. So we built the very basic version with just 6 content types, and we launched it. That was the first big product launch that we ever did, and it went quite successful. The product started gaining a lot of traction, and that's how we knew it could be a good marketing tool. And then we started taking feedback from the writers who were using it, the customers who were using it, and we started using it in the Pepper content business as well. And as it turns out, a year later, it's been great, it's been tremendous. People love the product. We're already over 100,000 users, and I think now the road is to just establish that as a separate business unit altogether and make the most out of it. I think I would say super important, but not something that if you're not aware of, you'll be missing out on a lot of things. So I personally have been a product fan for long, even before I was in the product as a profession. So I was regularly updating Product Hunt. I was regularly checking all the channels where people used to post their products, all the indie hackers, all the angel listings, all the product hunt listings. And that's how I knew what technology came into play, what people are mainly building out there, what all products, what all workflows people are using. And another thing that I would like to address is the usage of Twitter. So if you're a person in product, you should be on Twitter ideally, because a lot of people in there are from the startup ecosystem, from the product ecosystem specifically. And I started using Twitter early in my career, so that gave me a good head start. And I was mostly there was no particular source of my news that I got that I used to get, but it was all Twitter, Product Hunt, Indie Hackers, all of that. And then started subscribing to lots of creators, their newsletters, and that's how just I get my digest. Nothing special. Yeah, that's it. That's the plan actually. So understand the fundamentals here. Pepper Content started out on the mission to build the largest content marketplace out there. We want to build a product that can help you manage your content stack better. That includes content creation, content management, content distribution, and content analytics. So AI is going to play a major role in all of that. On the other end, we want to build a lot of creator-friendly tools for people to manage their creative journeys better. So Pepper Content has been at the intersection of content and technology. We understand marketing, we understand content, and we are tech enthusiast people with a great tech and product team. So we're going to use AI in manners to help freelancers manage their careers better, and for businesses to get their content faster and of higher quality and with much convenience. So yeah, AI is going to play a key role in all of that.